My name is Omar. I'm running for the County Board of Supervisors. It's a sort of local government that deals with homelessness, mental health, children's issues, seniors, and there's an election on June 5th.
Omar Passons is greeting people at a fundraising event downtown. He's one of 4 Democrats running for District 4 County Supervisor.
Enjoy your beers. I appreciate your time.
He has a personal connection to homelessness and county social services. Passons grew up in the county's foster care system. His biological mother was mentally ill and homeless. He didn't connect with her until his late 20s.
And she wrote me a letter, as best she could, and it asked me to go and say thank you to the people that had helped her at the Neil Good Day Center. And I remember getting out of my car and looking around at the trash and the sort of needles and the despair in people's faces and thinking this was her reality.
Passons is now a land use attorney and previously worked for the federal government, evaluating public health and social service programs. He has detailed plans for housing and homelessness that involve more funding for low-income housing and homeless outreach staff.
And over the course of the last decade, I just realized that there's only so much that philanthropy and so much that social service can do. We need our government entities to support better, to change the system of support in important ways.
My name is Nathan Fletcher, and I'm running for the Board of Supervisors. My life has been focused on service.
Fellow Democrat Nathan Fletcher teaches political science at UC San Diego. He's a former assemblyman and a Marine veteran. He says the county has misplaced budget priorities, pointing to current Supervisor Ron Roberts' offer of $150 million in county funds to help pay for a new Chargers stadium.
But they had $150 million to build something in San Diego. But then when it came to tackling affordable housing, they said, oh, we have a tiny fraction of that to tackle affordable housing. So we called for the creation of a $150 million renewable housing trust fund to really invest in some of these affordable housing projects, to invest in some of these density type things we can do to really increase the supply and availability of housing.
My name is Bonnie Dumanis. I'm the former district attorney here in San Diego County.
Bonnie Dumanis is the only Republican in this race. She says as DA, she often had to deal with issues of mental health and substance abuse because they hadn't been dealt with by the county.
The 2 biggest areas in the county for budget are public safety and health and human services, and they intersect. And obviously, we want to keep San Diego safe. Public safety is number 1. But we have a homeless issue that I have ideas for, that I know I can implement because I have implemented these ideas in the context of the criminal justice system.
Dumanis proposes creating mental health crisis centers.
And each room is about 200 square feet.
Where family members or law enforcement could drop off individuals for short periods of time and connect them with longer-term treatment.
Growing up in San Diego, I have an appreciation of what we've lost.
Lori Saldana is a former Democratic Assemblywoman and a current instructor in the Community College District. She hasn't put forward detailed written policy proposals like some of the other candidates, but says the county needs to start addressing homelessness with more data and education.
We need an inventory. We need to understand how many units we have that are at risk of development and losing our affordable housing that we currently have in stock. And we need some hearings to listen to people who have wound up on the streets to understand what do they need. You can write all the plans you would like, but if you don't have the insights from hearing from the people who are currently homeless, understanding how they got there, how do you know that that plan will be effective?
I'm very big on outreach. And unfortunately, I don't see that happening.
A 5th candidate in the race is retired Deputy Fire Chief Ken Malbrough. He says the county can't look at help for the homeless as just helping individuals.
It's actually a win for all of us. It means jobs. It means opportunities for businesses. So it's an opportunity for all of San Diego.
You can read more about all the candidates for District 4 Supervisor at kpbs.org. If no candidate gets an outright majority of the vote on June 5th, the top 2 finishers will compete in a November runoff. Andrew Bowen, KPBS News.